Let's talk about the two biggest moves in comics right now, Marvel's Ultimate Universe and DC's Absolute Universe. Both are fresh starts, both are outside their mainline continuities, but only one, in my opinion, is delivering a better overall universe. The Ultimate Universe. It's back, but it's not a nostalgia trip. This is a full-on reinvention. The maker, an evil version of Reed Richards, rewrote reality. Superheroes either never emerged or were buried. Now, they're waking up, and we're watching a resistance form. You've got Ultimate Spider-Man by Jonathan Hickman, Ultimate Black Panther by Bryan Hill, and The Ultimates, which has already dropped some of the best Marvel comics in years. Again, issue 4, my beloved. There's also Ultimate Wolverine, Ultimate X-Men, and probably more in the future. The strength of the Ultimate Universe? The writing. Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimate Wolverine might be the best of their respective titles in over a decade. For Ultimate Spider-Man, Peter's older, married to MJ, has 2 kids, and still becomes Spider-Man not out of guilt, but out of choice. Ultimate Wolverine is a complete reimagining of the character now as the Winter Soldier, but it brings you back down to the core of what makes Wolverine special by stripping away all the fanciness of Wolverine. Ultimate Black Panther is a political, grounded, and brutal in all the right ways story, and The Ultimates is genuinely exciting world building that, while I'm not a big fan of the real-time building of this world, it still feels cinematic without being an empty spectacle. The characters are great, but the actual world, other than Ultimate X-Men, they all kind of just are still kind of the same in a lot of ways. Like, Ultimate Thor is still the Shakespearean Thor. Ultimate Spider-Man is still quippy and does all the jumps and all the whoopity whoops. Ultimate Black Panther is closer to the MCU version than the comic version, but I mean, it's Marvel synergy. Ultimate Wolverine is still at its core Wolverine, and while there's characters in the Ultimates that feel completely different, a lot of them just still feel like they're Earth 616 counterparts, and the whole world as itself still feels like a cleaner, smarter Earth 616 than a bold new Marvel playground. And I get that's kind of the point. The point of this universe is that the maker took away the destinies of these characters and now they have to find themselves again. And that's a unique way of doing it, but it still feels like it hasn't broken out of Marvel's comfort zone. And honestly, I'm excited for when the Maker storyline ends, because then we'll have a Ultimate Universe that is free from the restraints of this storyline, and we'll actually get to see what this universe is. Now here's a surprise. DC's Absolute Universe isn't a reboot. It's a completely separate continuity from mainline DC. They aren't trying to fix a broken timeline or stitch together past crises. This is DC going, what if we started over and took away core elements of these characters? You got Absolute Superman by Joshua Williamson and Jamal Campbell, Absolute Wonder Woman, where Diana is raised in the underworld by Cersei, and Absolute Batman, which might be already top 5 Batman books ever, right? The biggest strength is this universe has guts. It's not just modernizing character origins, it's reinventing mythology. Superman feels idealistic again, even if he doesn't feel like Superman. At the core, he's still very much himself. Batman is stripped back and doesn't have all the fancy tech or the rich playboy attitude of Bruce Wayne, but it feels almost like a noir, leaning hard into legacy and trauma without being melodramatic. The Absolute Universe also benefits from something the Marvel's new Ultimate line doesn't, and it's not really all part of the same arc. While they all exist in the same world, they aren't all just there to build up towards the Maker storyline, or whatever it is for DC. It feels like the world is building towards being its own thing. A new Justice League, new political structures, new gods. It's ambitious in scope and style. Its biggest weakness is, honestly, it's still forming. Outside of Batman, most Absolute titles are just getting started. Absolute Flash, I haven't read it yet, but I heard it's really good. Absolute Manhunter, it's probably not my thing, but, Ethan likes it, so. And, Superman's arc hasn't hit its emotional climax yet. Wonder Woman's reimagining is still unfolding. It still doesn't feel like she's a completely different character. And right now, it's more impressive as a universe blueprint than a current reading experience overall as an entire universe. Still read Absolute Batman if you get the chance. So in my opinion, what's the better universe? If we're talking story quality, Marvel's Ultimate Universe wins hands down. Hickman, Hill, the other guy whose last name I can't pronounce, are telling some of the tightest, most focused superhero stories in the industry right now. Ultimate Spider-Man and Wolverine in particular are everything fans wanted from both characters, but were never allowed to have in our 616. But if we're talking world building, cohesion, potential, the Absolute Universe takes it. I can't really picture a world outside of the Maker storyline because every single run that they're doing is focused on a specific element of the Maker storyline. The Absolute Universe feels like it could last forever. It's not weighed down by this overarching story, and it's not afraid to swing big. It's unified in tone and style and intent in a way DC hasn't been since maybe the post-Crisis era. The Absolute Universe feels like a foundation. The Ultimate Universe feels like a masterpiece in motion, but if I had to pick which universe I believe in long term, it's the Absolute Universe. Marvel has great books, but DC has a greater vision. So overall, I think the Absolute Universe takes it as much as it pains me as a Marvel fan. I can't picture the world outside of the Maker storyline, and honestly, I think the Ultimate Universe isn't even going to last a decade, given how Marvel is. I hope it does, though. I love the Ultimate Universe. The Ultimate Universe is honestly the only Marvel comics I read right now, so I really like it. But let me know what you guys think. Which new universe are you loving more? Are you Team Ultimate or Team Absolute? Drop a comment, like the video, and keep it not heated. It's just comics, guys. It's not that serious.